was trying to where Zero was trying to do the intro. And I appreciate the fact that he was trying to tell a bad joke, but the thing is, I mean, I know it's something I can do well, but telling a bad joke is like being an obstetrician. You can have all the flair, you can have all the experience, but in the end, it's the delivery that counts. And
I don't have the fake face, really, Dave. Really.
You got the real deal here, man. It's me, the true Starscream Mirror. Anyway, what is up, everyone? It is Thursday, and you are here with us, the Figure Action Crew. One,
Crew.
2. Okay, we have the abbreviated Figure Action Crew, and I guess tonight I'll be your host, Dave, True Starscreamer Lutwack. And with me are two very fine, established gentlemen in the nerd community. How you doing, Matt?
Am I established? That makes me happy. I like being established.
I saw you on Bobby's channel. You have to be.
Yeah,
that
but I look
true.
angry, and you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah.
Dude, you had us all seeing red.
I told you guys. He texted me. He's like, "Dude, there's a little bit of a red tint to your video, but I think it looks cool." And then I saw that part of like, that's very red. That's not a little bit of red. That's full like Red Hulk.
That's how the Terminator sees, right?
Actually, full disclosure, I have not watched that video yet, but I intend to.
I even gave you the timestamp.
Well, I mean, I watched my part.
Okay. It's a little on the hokey side. It's kind of like a Bobby Skullface variety show, which some things are interesting, some things are. I don't get the dinosaur thing, but I did like the Crashbox Customs part of, especially if you guys are doing the Dio structure things. It's pretty neat. But
like the little stuffed animal that was getting very cross or something at the end.
Exactly.
So I need to watch it because I have no idea what the hell is going on. Okay.
But we got Matt Park Farmer, and of course, you know the man, you know the myth, you know the legend, and you know that chill, smooth voice.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. It's me, T-Man, and I'm having a good week. Are you having a good week?
Sure, T-Man.
Great.
But of course,
what was your favorite part?
Well, it's Thursday.
Mine too.
Exactly. Of course, we are a weekly nerd podcast, so please do us a favor: hit that like button if you like what we do. Hit that subscribe button if you want to keep, up with us, and hit that notification bell to know when we go live for your pleasure. Whether we're doing the Figure Action podcast or one of our rare B-sides where we talk about one particular subject and try to stray from it as little as possible, which we actually don't do too bad of a job on, I have to say, the few times we do it.
Now we usually get something stuck in our heads, and we all laser focus want to talk about it. That's why.
Or something gets dirty and we start talking about foreign stuff for 2 hours.
What? I was going through my Facebook spread.
Yeah, your Facebook spread. Yeah, we heard you. That's not my fault.
But hey, someone's trying to break into our Gmail account.
Me.
Oh, okay. But we got ourselves a pretty fun show tonight. It's going to be a little on the lighter side. Next week, though, don't we have something pretty cool, Matt?
Maybe. I can't fucking remember.
I think we are, according to Zero.
Yeah, Jordan's took the helm on that one. So
that's true.
I'm not in the know on that one, unfortunately.
Let's put it this way, guys. If you've been interested about third-party products for Chug stuff, especially in the 3D printing game, next week will be a very interesting one. We're going to have some representatives, and I'm blanking on the company, and it's killing me right now. But
stay in. It's a secret. We'll all find out next week.
Well, next week. But these guys, they'll be doing. I was a big fan back in the day of Dr. Wu, getting a lot of his add-ons for my stuff. I actually have a lot of his swords and weapons.
Is he done? I liked his stuff too, but I haven't seen anything, so I guess he must be.
Every now and then something pops up, but these guys seem to be taking that ball and running with it. And so I'm excited. And next week, we'll be able to find a little bit more about that. So that's why tonight we got the minor cast here. We know Zero apparently is out catching a movie with the lady, and Joe's talking about something about plumbing, laying pipe, so he'll get things taken care of on that. But hopefully next week we'll have the full crew. But if you like what we do here, we have the chat room open. We are open to your comments, to your questions. As soon as I get it up here on my own YouTube, unless Matt's already logged in.
I see it. I am gonna put it out there that maybe the next time that Joe is absent for this reason, that he needs to go live on scene as a roving reporter and sign in.
Yeah, our channel gets shut down.
Or all the ratings. It could get all the ratings at once. It could get everybody. Everybody joins. I mean, there's certain things that bring all the folks together.
That is true.
Puppy stories and things like that.
People will be here, but then we won't be the next day.
But I know we got Winston. I know we got
Winston.
The Articulated Toy Den is with us.
The whole den.
All of it. The whole den. Den Mother, the whole crew. And Night Wingham, of course, is with us.
Yes.
The night would not be complete without him. And so just letting you know, we will see you guys. I see you. So if you've got any questions, we're definitely open. But
we will pretend to know the answer as best we can.
So Matt,
I'm trying to remember what I bought this week since the last show.
Was that a segue?
I'm about to say, we all know that your haul is so important, T-Man.
Yeah. You better know.
So what did you get? What did you get this week?
Well, let's see. Let me try to turn this around. Yeah. Over the weekend, we did a meetup, and I was able to acquire this Figma link. Joe, Joe through Matt, but we all wound up seeing each other at the same time. I was also able to get Figma Zelda. And I was able to trade the extra White Ranger I had to get forged from Extra Zero. Parts Former went to All Times Toys and found Jubilee for me.
I had to issue some threats, but we got her.
I didn't hear that.
I said I had to issue a few threats, but we got her.
Thank you for that.
So wait, don't you know who I am?
And they didn't.
3, 4. Excuse me.
Bless you, my child.
I also got this from Matt. This chick.
Sombra.
Let's see. They're only a little bit than a big.
T-Man, you went back to your old internet connection. Thank you.
Me?
Yeah, you were breaking up pretty bad there a second ago.
Oh, I had to get closer to the router. Matt found this for me.
That's the Meta Knight amiibo. Anybody listening, audio only.
I don't think I got anything else.
Okay.
Let's switch things around. The internet was better then. It doesn't like when I have the camera the other way.
We all want to see you, man. That's why the people are here.
I mean, everyone else is just used to just seeing your hands and hearing your voice. So this is a rare opportunity to look the man right in the eyes.
See my crazy hair.
Why is it crazy?
I washed it and didn't I guess put enough stuff in there to make it lay down.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So how about you, Matt? What'd you get this week?
It was a light week for me. In fact, I didn't even remember until I remembered the meetup, and T actually found for me a Gamorrean Guard Black Series. It was at my favorite price, which is clearance. And I got to tell you, I guess this guy was probably $30 full price. I don't think he's worth $30 full price, but he's every bit worth whatever the hell I paid for him. He's really cool. I guess I should say if I paid full price for him, I wouldn't be too mad because there's a lot here. But I mean, at the end of the day, are you really going to get that excited about Jabba's palace guard?
He seems more substantial than General Grievous.
So I mean, look, I mean, he's a big pig for God's sakes, and look at the. I mean, he's got killer ab crunch for a pig. Side to side, his mouth opens.
Soft loincloth.
Yep, the soft cloth. You want to see what's underneath? just piggy diaper. And he comes with 3 weapons. He's got 2 axes and his staff, which he holds them all really well.
So if you wanted an army build.
Yeah, he got a hell of an ankle pivot. But he's, I mean, forward and back legs. He's a pig, so the neck rotation is very slight, but it's there.
Double jointed knees.
It is double jointed knees, but because of the sculpt, you get about 90.
Oh, see, I wouldn't know all this if I took advantage of Matt's offer to let me review it.
Yeah,
I just had it sitting up there for 2 weeks, and time kept going by.
It's funny when, such a scrub background thing gets more love than a main character.
Mm-hmm.
Scrub background thing.
Okay, they don't. Oh, maybe not scrub because they probably don't watch.
He's star of the show for at least 8 minutes of the movie. The way he gets eaten by that rancor down in the pit, man, that's tear jerking scene. I'm done elaborating.
I'm gonna say, how much did you really care?
Fuck that pig. Dave, what'd you get this week?
This week, oh god, this week was a moderate week and then became a heavy week for me. First thing, I got my Figure Arts Blanca in.
And what are your thoughts? I've heard mixed things about him.
I'm still trying to determine. He's kind of on the loose side, actually.
You mean sexually or his joints?
Both.
Well, he's Brazilian, so a little bit of all.
Damn.
Very gappy, but I like his butterfly joints. This is probably as close as we're going to get to a Figure Arts beast figure as we're going to get.
True.
That's actually close to my head.
Can you look up?
Yes, he can. And it's kind of interesting. I mean, his hair, because you can pop the hair kind of pops out of the way. So he can look up pretty far. And he can curl himself into a tight little ball.
That's better than Ryu and Chun-Li.
But that's the thing, though. He looks great all curled up, but once you actually start stretching him out, he's got a lot of visible joints.
Revoltech.
Not quite, no, but again, for a figure art, you're kind of expecting a little more. It's funny. I've been torn about Storm collectibles and figure arts for the Street Fighter line, especially now that Storm is doing the more Street Fighter Ultra 2 stuff. I mean, they just announced their Guile, which looks pretty freaking cool. And it just part of me makes me wonder if I'm going to keep going this line or go them, because these guys have Blanca, these guys have Vega, but they have M. Bison, so.
Saga. Yeah.
Is it unreasonable to think that Storm Collectibles won't eventually have those guys too?
It's not unreasonable because they're trucking along, but then like Storm Collectibles joints, don't go that super tight.
Right. But then Figure Arts release schedule on these guys. I mean, hell, everybody thought the line was dead until Vega was announced.
And then we got 2 more because we got Blanca and Vega.
Right.
But then it's like, okay, are they going to keep going? Now the question is, are they going to keep going after that? So.
Although that Vega does look amazing.
Exactly.
Or M. Bison or whatever you want to call it.
No, that one's Vega. Well, no, it's Vega / Balrog in Japan.
Balrog, yeah, that's right. And that was in this, that's right.
But I mean, he hits
Balrog, and
he can hit all the moves just like the video game, which is pretty cool. So
it's got that shock effect too, right?
Yeah, it's more of it's like a shock, like
plastic piece.
So I have the Figure Arts, the Tamashii lightning effects, and they're gonna look great with this guy.
I can hear his yell in my head when you were doing that kick thing.
Okay. What the hell, Nightwingham?
What else did you get, Dave?
Anyway, sorry. That just totally threw me off.
I'm in the comments now.
Yeah, anyway. That just...
I'm an admin.
Please do. An admin it. I picked up the entire wave of Armor of Thanos. I won't go through every line, but I got them all. So look forward to opening them in photography.
I was going to ask if you'd opened any of them yet.
Nothing yet. Everything is still sealed right now. As of right now, I think only Nighthawk is going to be the anchor of the line. So, but everything else looks great in that line. I've been looking forward to Citizen V because I'm a huge Thunderbolts fan.
Can you open Living Laser right now?
I'll open them in a little bit. I still got a few more things on the haul that I'll open.
Right.
I'll open them up tonight. I'll put myself on mute because nothing is worse than a package being opened while other people are talking.
I love that though.
Got Galaxy upgraded Cybertron Prime from the Siege line. Very excited for this guy. This was one of my favorite primes of all time. So, and last but not least, from the aforementioned Storm Collectibles, Omega Rugal, because this guy kept kicking my ass in King of Fighters 98.
I never played that.
I love some KOF. So I'm probably going to get the Iori and the Kyo, and hopefully they make a Terry Bogard.
I'm assuming those are all people from the game.
Yes, they're all main characters. They're all main characters.
I mean, the names sound cool, and you really could just say anything, and I would just feel like, that sounds awesome.
Well, fun fact, if you knew me way back in the day, like T-Man did over on tformers.com, when I was just regular Starscreamer, my avatar used to be Iori Yagami from King of Fighters, and he would sit there with this big purple fireball. So that's where that came from. That was.
I mainly remember that little cartoon guy with the sunglasses.
No, that was actually an INH kid that a guy named Jason Clark made for me. That was based on that. So.
You know, that's horrible. I forgot what his name was.
Okay.
He made me into Shockwave.
But I cannot wait to go through. I'm really torn who to be photographing first because, I do love me some Storm, even if I didn't go their figure arts. I mean, their Street Fighter line. But that is my haul for this week.
And it is mighty.
It is.
Haul.
It is a mighty haul. I'm just trying to take a look here. Where's Living Laser? If I can pop that guy open.
Excuse me.
There we go. So I'll get him open for you a little later tonight, T-Man.
All right.
But let's see now. What do we got on the agenda? A little bit of news. Probably the big one right now for you Beast Wars fans out there. We got colored pictures of Black. Check out that Rachnia. I've been holding that one for a while. Matt, can you go ahead and get us set up a screen share on this?
Damn it, Dave.
I'll put it in the doc.
Keep talking.
We got not
I
only
was shocked. I don't remember her rack Nia being that big on the show.
God.
But I guess it was.
Dude, did you see the Chug version of her that came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that she didn't have a real waist accentuated things. I still wanted that, but now that they're coming out with the masterpiece, I might as well just go ahead and skip that.
Well, I got the
All right.
Chug. I got her. I got Slipstream, and I got what's her name? The Raven, the Nightbird. So, hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yoink. Okay.
You had these guys for the last show, right?
Oh yeah.
Keep
That
talking,
is-
Dave.
Huh?
Keep talking. I gotta get the other page up.
But yes, the Lightning series right now. I was gonna go between Marvel Legends, Overwatch, and Lightning. right now the Power Rangers Lightning series is the culmination of all of Hasbro's work. Everything I think is done right. Even their lesser figures are still better than, I hate to say it, than a basic Marvel Legend. Of the four, I mean, I know we've only gotten 4, but
I can agree with that.
all 4 of them impressed the heck out of me. I would probably say
this Zed is premium as hell.
I would be
All right,
going.
I got it now.
I was gonna say, if I was gonna go from bottom to top, it would be going Red Dino Charge, then Shadow Ranger, then Zed, then White Ranger. So, but all right, Matt, let's throw those images up.
It's my big moment, and now I hate Apple.
Well, the living laser, I wanted to know, does his neck rotate in any type of way?
There we go. Okay.
Yes. Oh, but wait, we got Black Arachnia right here.
Can we see that?
I can see it when you talk. Yes.
Oh.
Enhance.
Yeah, that's might be as good as it's going to get.
Can you lock the screen on you?
I thought it did. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
But that's her. I mean, if you don't know Black
That's
Arachnia
definitely her, and we got the parts list for her. So we get her, though in Japan they call her Black Widow. You get smile parts, screaming face parts, poison anchor missile, visor and visor cable, which that's what I think is kind of interesting. I have no idea what that is. Cord.
I think I do remember her having like a Cyclops like visor with a red screen on the front and had like a tube in the side. For some reason, I remember that.
I wonder if that's more for like the toy accuracy than the actual show.
I'm guessing the 4-time spiderweb parts is probably what she's sitting on there in the picture.
Exactly.
That's pretty damn cool looking. I like that.
Then we get the power base, which is what that is, and the arm, which would be really neat if they sold those separately, by the way. They kind of link them up together.
Oh, you mean to go with your Beast Wars Megatron?
And just in general figures. Two adapters, the character card, and the manual.
Well, Dinobot came with one, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they showed pictures of Megatron with one, and then he never had one, right?
All this can be yours for about 15,000 yen, which is about $137. So,
unless you go to Amazon Japan, where it's significantly cheaper.
We're thinking Amazon Japan's price can be between 100 and 110. Don't quote us on that, but don't be surprised when we're right.
I wonder, can Cheetor stick to that in cheetah mode like he did on the show when Tarantulas was about to eat him?
Which actually, by the fact that they're doing this, really gives me hope for a Tarantulas, because then they'll be able to reuse a lot of those parts.
I just can't. I mean, they're going. It's still the trend of these things looking just. I mean, pulled right from the CG model. And I guess I never owned the original Black Arachnia toy, but I can't imagine the transformation is that complex.
It's not.
Yeah, and the original Black Arachnia was not much of a cool figure.
She looked like Tarantulas, but black.
But yeah, this is. I still want to know where Hound is. Where's MP Hound?
They showed him before Bumblebee.
Bumblebee's got a release and a scheduled release date and a price. Hound was just in the fucking background of the pictures, and like no one cared. He tried to show everybody he was here, and then MP44 stole the show, and Hound's like, all right, I'll just go stand over here then.
Maybe it's just a hologram.
Wouldn't that be cool? That I would appreciate that at least. I mean,
wait, a hologram? Does that mean we're getting Trailbreaker? Oh, wait, that's a force field.
That's a force field.
Okay.
So since I've already got this open, I will get the other picture up that you had on there, which are these guys. Can you see that?
Yep.
Those guys look kind of interesting.
These guys, I was just telling T, all the MicroMasters I had as a kid, these are two that I remember having very specifically as they were a lot of fun. I mean, as fun as MicroMasters can be with their limited articulation, but I remember these guys were good. I'm hoping that the reissues or remakes of them are just as good.
That was me with the Jet team. Those are the MicroMasters I had. But these guys, I mean, they look good. I mean, the Siege ones, they haven't let me down yet, to be honest.
I gotta tell you, the Siege ones that I've got, I've been kind of unimpressed with the ball joints popping apart. Yeah, and the legs on mine.
These, what I'm liking is the shoulders look unhindered. That's been my main problem with those Autobots.
I don't know. Powertrain's got those tires on his shoulders. It probably can't do it.
Crap. I didn't see that.
Oh, that's like, what's his name? The other car.
Unless his backpack can fold down more flush with the back, and that they have it like that just for in package. That could be too.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. I mean, the original didn't have all that. The original, you folded the feet, the fifth wheel folded underneath, and then the cab rotated backwards, and that was it. But yeah, there's good stuff. Good stuff.
I wonder what their weapon mode looks like. They don't have no picture of the back.
No, they might not have a weapon mode.
I'm kind of hoping they don't, because nobody really needs that weapon mode crap.
It seemed like that fourth gimmick on all of them, though.
What in the hell is that? Is that a stack of blocks? Is that what that is? It's like a stack of blocks. I don't know what's going on.
That's what it looks like.
Candy corn? They got that pumpkin. That's awesome. Okay, now I'm excited. I don't know. That one speaks to me. I don't know why.
Is that green one a sandwich?
It is just like a funky old sandwich. And he looks pissed, so he's probably moldy.
And a piano? What the heck?
I don't know, but I'm back and forth a bit. First off, that candy corn made me mad. Now I'm kind of it's growing on me. I don't know. It's just breaking news. Because here he looks so good. He looks like a banana in pajamas. Like he just looks like, I don't know. It's crazy.
So it looks like you got a Master Shake one of those.
Do what?
On the second one, you've got the stack of blocks, a baby carriage.
That's what it looks like.
And Master Shake.
But now he's a baby bottle.
Oh, it has a baby bottle. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's the same. Yeah, it's same mold. And then over here, it looks like you got maybe an atomizer, like a perfume spray bottle. Maybe that's what it looks like up here.
Oh man, you know what's annoying? The candy corn is in 3 different packs.
He is, and that pumpkin's only in the one, and I want that pumpkin. I think because I want Goku to hold a pumpkin. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know. He's sitting there on my shelf, and he looks like he wants to hold a pumpkin. Don't ask me. It's Goku Day.
What's the purple thing?
Right here?
Yeah.
I think it's a spray bottle. Up here, it looks like it's a perfume bottle.
Give that to your Bulma.
I can do that.
Or give her the basket of strawberries.
I was gonna say because you just went to the grocery store and you bought yourself a basket of strawberries and candy corn because you're a monster. And you set it down on your kitchen table afterwards. And then it's like infected with Cybertronium or Transformium. And then all of a sudden your whole basket of why isn't it just one strawberry? Why did the entire basket and its contents of strawberries get turned into a robot? Why wasn't it the bag of candy corn? Why is it just the one?
Because you can never eat more than just one piece of candy corn?
I need this story flushed out. I need to know why. And what is this? What's going on here? What is that? Is that a Jack in the Box? That looks like it might be a Jack in the Box.
Okay, bots in general, whoever comes up with those is just asking their kid, what's something you want?
And then doing the opposite thing. That's what's going on here. I kid. I like bots. I've never actually touched. Well, it's not. I've never actually touched the ones that I bought. So.
Yeah.
All right. That's enough of that.
Here's what Tommy looks like with Jubilee sunglasses.
That works pretty well.
Actually, what I'm looking forward to do is when I finally get Beast. Since I have the Xavier and it has the Shadow King head. The glasses are removable on that. I could put those on Beast.
Are they transparent?
No, they're kind of like, but they're like shades. But it's glasses.
Oh, that's another thing about bots too. Is that the packaging? Like, have you guys seen the pictures on the Facebook groups of people just fucking wrecking them on the shelves? Just mass theft and just popping out all of the the hidden ones and all the ones that are packaged in those little spheres.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Bots. LOL dolls for boys.
Pretty much.
You got me really liking this living laser figure, by the way.
Show it to the camera. I didn't see it yet. And that laser's alive.
Well, what's
Yeah,
cool
he looks
about
really good.
it's the Spider-Man 2099 body, which is a fantastic body. And then he's got the arm flanges too from the 2099. And the pink translucent looks great.
How's that head articulation?
It's not the worst. I can twist it so he can look sideways.
Okay.
Does the collar thing move too?
Yeah, but I'm worried about if I turn it too hard, it'll warp permanently. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a single piece. That actually doesn't look bad on Rogue.
I missed that Rogue, and I wish I had bought her.
You should have.
She speaks to me for some reason.
I can see 2 reasons.
The headband and the gloves.
Yeah.
No, it goes great with your Mystique figure.
You see? You're catching on, Dave.
Man, I may be thirsty, but I'm not as thirsty as Matt.
Hey, man, we all got different levels of thirst.
But anything else out there? So we got that. We got the MicroMasters.
Yeah, SH Figure Arts kind of killed it this past few days. They're on a roll.
They dropped a wonderful piece of nostalgia.
I kind of wish I still had the screen share up and was showing picture of those, but everybody just picture in their mind nostalgia.
If you were a fan of the original Dragon Ball show back in the day, not Z, but when this little kid Goku kept his hair black, he and Krillin were about the same power levels even. And the big bad guy was King Piccolo. Not the Piccolo who abuses other people's children, but the Demon King.
He didn't abuse it. He raised him, for Christ's sake. Like, he was the only father figure he had.
He still chucked him into a freaking canyon.
He had to learn, and he had to fight the dinosaurs, all right?
But we're getting a King Piccolo figure. And I never watched much of the original Dragon Ball, but I did watch the fight against the King Piccolo, and that's a very good one.
So if Joe were here, he could, or maybe one of you know. I have not watched the original Dragon Ball yet. I'm going to. It's on my list of things to watch. I'm getting through Super first.
It's painful.
Why does he come with a rice cooker?
Because he likes to eat rice.
Probably.
I mean, I do too, and I did not come with one.
I got two Common Riders that came with ramen noodles. Okay, so
you have 1/12 scale ramen noodles.
Yes, actually I do.
That's the dream.
Came with Common Rider Kick Hopper. Also, one came with Punch Hopper, but I never could get my hands on Punch Hopper.
So if anyone in the chat knows why he comes with the rice cooker, and I'm sure it's common knowledge for everybody else but us three, let us know, because I would be curious. He does come with a Dragon Ball. Looks like the 1-star Dragon Ball. Facial expressions, hands, all your usual SH Figure Arts goodness. But he looks good. I mean, it's the first Namekian we've had. Well, Piccolo he was the original release, was the first Dragon Ball release, I believe, or at least damn close to the first. And then they did a premium color or anime color reissue of him, but they never changed the body type. It's still the 1.0 loose-ass ankles, hard to get his armor on Piccolo.
Well, the Piccolo from Z is technically the second Piccolo.
Right. Well, I'm just saying Namekians in general. That's the only other one that we've gotten.
Right. So and this actually comes with also the egg that he
vomits
out.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what kids want with their accessories. Egg vomit.
What was the name of the guy that was like connected to the second Piccolo?
Kami?
The older Namekian that was in the tower was Kami, yeah.
And the idea was that he purged himself of all his evil, which was Piccolo.
which is why King Piccolo looks like Kami, which I guess hopefully we'll get a Kami now.
It's kind of like how Joe purged himself of all his energy and charisma, and now we have Matt.
I thought that was a slight on me at first, and I said, no, that's a compliment. We're gonna go with that. I had to work that one out.
Joe, we love you, but you're not here, so you're the victim.
Sportivus, you're right. We demand articulated vomit. SH figure arts, ball joints, and joints on our vomit. That's what we want.
Or at least a bot vomit.
I mean, if we get that like that old sandwich bot, we can combine the two.
It's probably coming soon.
But that was announced, and then I guess the Dragon Ball World Tour is coming up, and the first figure for that was announced, and that is the blue gi Kid Goku from Dragon Ball. Again, another Dragon Ball, slight recolor on the Kid Goku mold. Which, Joe, can you tell us all about how much you like the Kid Goku mold? Thank you, Joe.
It doesn't have boobs, I don't.
He does have it, though. He does like it. Everyone says the head is a little too big, but what are you going to do?
Did anybody order the armored Thanos? That's been showing up this week.
The SH Figure Arts?
Yeah.
I did not.
No, but give me a couple hours later tonight. I'll have the Legends one assembled.
He has it. It's just not been assembled yet.
We should ask Kevin to come on.
Much like it took 22 movies for the Avengers to assemble.
Hold on.
Fully.
That was such a moment.
Yeah, we've all seen it now. We're not going to try to like just forcibly invoke spoilers, by the way, but if it happens, it may happen. And we may say some things. We're sorry.
If you haven't seen Endgame by now, good Lord.
Yeah, they got their $2 billion from somewhere, and I find it hard to believe it's not y'all that's giving them the money. So
wasn't me.
You really got $2 billion yet?
It blew past $2 billion last weekend.
Holy, is that the first movie to ever do that?
I think it was the fastest.
Jeez, what else made $2 billion?
I know it just upset Titanic because James Cameron just congratulated them for upsetting Titanic, and I think the only thing left is Avatar.
Yeah, so Cameron's been he's been the king right now.
And you got to think too, and we're going to sidetrack horribly right now, but you got to admit that like Marvel, it took 20, what is it? Is it 22 total? So 21 previous movies to get to that point where they did such a, I won't say the movie's a smash hit, but I'll say it was a global phenomenon. Whether you liked it or not, you got to admit that it's making boatloads of money. That it took them all those movies to get up to that point to smash all these records. And James Cameron comes out with Avatar, which is a totally new IP, which is not, to my knowledge, based on anything previously, and that absolutely dominates for years with no prior commitment from anybody to this mythos. No nostalgia, nothing that made people want to go see it, and it held the record for this long. It's still, I think, as of now, still has it, but I doubt it's going to.
Well, I think MCU still offers more residuals than Avatar has.
Probably, but just the fact that it got to that point, that it's still in the conversation. You know what I mean?
I think people thought it was Smurfs, but then they came in and they found out they were like space elves, giant.
The movie was basically Fern Gully, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It was Fern Gully, except that the creatures use the same like head thing to ride the flying creatures and have sex. So
yeah, so it's like when they're forcing their little hair thing onto the animals, are they having sex with them?
That's the implication as far as I know. Now I will add something to that. In case anybody else doesn't know, I go to Disney on occasion, and they have Pandora, World of Avatar there. Something about, if anybody ever gets a chance to go there, that land, that area makes you care about the movie. If you didn't, like, I'm okay with the movie. I liked it. I haven't watched it since the first time I ever saw it. But they do such a good job there. It retroactively makes you care more about the movie. Like, my wife and I want to sit down and watch it one day just to kind of like rehash what it was all about, because it's that good.
Yeah, once was good enough for me.
They're obtaining unobtainium. Seriously, that whoever. It's beautiful, but goddamn, that's some bad writing.
But good enough to hold the top spot for this long, and good enough for them to do 4 more sequels.
Which got delayed again.
They did, but they're gonna alternate with Star Wars. So, starting in 2022, they're gonna go the next Star Wars and then Avatar, and then the next Star Wars and then Avatar up through.
That's owned by Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Fox Studios now because
Fox is Disney.
Oh.
So Avatar is Disney now. And they're going to alternate. So, and we know we have the release dates for the next 4 or 5 Marvel movies too, but we don't know what order they're coming out in. So if you're expecting me to now rattle off the release dates that they've said, you're asking too much of me. Go look them up.
Later, much later, much later, really later, and a little too far away.
Pretty much.
Speaking of Marvel, though, Marvel movies, what do you think of that new Spider-Man trailer?
I think he looks far from home. Like he was close to home in the last movie, and now he's not.
I already wanted to see it, but this trailer made me really want to see it.
I want to know how full of shit Mysterio is.
Yeah. Like, is he really from the multiverse?
Oh, hell no.
You don't think he is? Here's a question, though. If he's not, how would he know about it to lie to Fury about it?
He could have just made the whole thing up.
Yeah, you can lie about anything.
Do you think Fury would just kind of be like, oh, look, dude with goldfish dome on his head said he's from the multiverse. Must be true.
Maybe he did something. He didn't exist or something.
And like, I'll answer my own question with another question. What if that's not Fury?
Oh, yeah.
What if it's one of Mysterio's tricks?
That would work, except for how would he have known how to contact Parker?
How could he make a life-size recreation of Samuel L. Jackson? Things happen, Dave.
I'm just saying. What I would almost say is, what if he is from a multiverse? And yes, he is, but he's a villain from a multiverse. He's trying to, again, to throw the whole con job of being a hero.
Well, what if Fury is a Skrull? But then again, he did disappear. Oh, that's too much to do because Fury already disappeared and came back.
The whole thing with the Skrull, that's the thing. Because aren't the Skrulls not... I didn't see Captain Marvel, but the Skrulls are not evil.
We had this discussion at work. They're not saying that the Skrulls are not evil. This group of Skrulls are not evil. That's like meeting some humans and saying, well, the humans must all be good. When no, you're going to find plenty of humans that will shank you and take your money. So, yeah, the Skrulls and Captain Marvel, again, spoilers, are good and were presented as the bad guys, and they're not. But that doesn't mean that's all of the peoples are the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, don't know. Also, let me ask you real quick, too, just bouncing. I saw reports where what is the actor that played Talos that also plays on Rogue One? Captain Marvel. Do y'all know who I'm talking about, though? The dude that played the main Skrull in Captain Marvel and then played Director Krennic in Rogue One. People
That's the guy who played Krennic?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
People are saying that he is in Endgame in the background somewhere. I mean, who the hell isn't, right? But
I found that picture of Howard. That's still that. Apparently, Howard the Duck was in Endgame.
Yeah. How about that?
I didn't realize the Ravagers were there.
Ben Mendelsohn, thank you.
Like it's like what's it called? Doctor Strange went everywhere to get people to fight.
It's like he got Gary Oldman. I want you to get everyone. Everyone. Sorry, you've seen Leon the Professional.
I haven't.
I can't wait to have a good copy of Endgame.
Dave, how was Dave, I'm going to assume that you purchased your ticket legally and went to a legally sanctioned movie theater and saw it with loved ones. If you could speak to the quality of a bootleg version, how would you just guess the bootleg version would be? Watchable, crappy?
I would probably say 8 out of 10.
Really? How about the sound? Because that's usually what kills it for me.
I was using my PC speaker. I mean, I could have been using my PC speakers if I was in that scenario. So,
But I mean, it was easy to hear. It was clear.
oh yeah, I heard everything just fine.
Okay, in the theater,
as
right?
long as I could make out on your left, I was good to go.
Gotcha.
From what I gather, that scenario was like, it's like going in there with sunglasses on, but it's a clear. The movie's clear. You're really sitting there, but you have on sunglasses.
It was. I would say the version that's out there was better than the version of Endgame that I saw originally. Plus, the story was so good, you really forget about it. So, I really cannot believe they cannot put a waist swivel on this torso.
Or ankle pivot.
Haven't gotten the legs open yet, but yeah.
I was like, once I heard all that, I'm like, yeah, I'm skipping that wave.
When a DC Collecting Connect is better than this, that's a problem. But I was happy to see that bladed weapon was used.
Yeah, was it just fancy artwork for the just to differentiate Thanos's?
I still don't understand how it was used. Like, how the hell was he spinning it like a helicopter with one hand?
Because he's from North Carolina.
The power of myth.
North Carolina.
But telekinesis. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of things I liked. I think again, my favorite part was of the little things, the use of the Power Stone.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that also set the precedence too for what happens later.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a very good
use of it. Yeah,
clever as showing us someone who knew what the hell they were doing. Again,
and showed how easily the stones were removable.
And a comparable, when you have a competent villain, I always like that. I would just say, just because I wasn't part of our little discussion earlier, I still find Captain Marvel completely useless in these movies.
After seeing those, I feel like that she has future plans.
She may have future plans, but she had no. She was just okay, let's put us in an impossible situation, and okay, then we'll use her to get us out of them.
I don't blame it on her. I blame it on them wanting to stay focused on the original cast.
Right. I'm just saying they could have left her out and just sent her off on a 5-year mission to seek out new worlds and new civilization and to boldly go where no Marvel character had gone before.
Her role in this movie was sort of like Peter's role in Civil War, to just come in, show that you're special and whatnot, and let the other people shine.
Yeah, but he was there just to also make you go, oh my God, we're finally getting a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
I have rewatched the Civil War scene with Peter Parker about 15 to 20 times. I will probably glaze over the Captain Marvel scenes of her pummeling Thanos because there are better ones out there.
I won't. When I get that, I'm going to watch that 40 minutes over and over and over.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, it's like, I mean, I specifically seeked out the Spider-Man scenes.
Yeah.
It's worth it for the Scarlet Witch scene alone.
Yes, even the second time watching it, there was some dust in the air when everybody was running towards each other. Some dust got in my eye.
Oh my gosh.
Even on the second viewing. I was like, holy crap. I still just can't believe that all that was happening.
Someone tell Michael Bay that's how you do an epic fight.
Yes.
When you can make out everything in the background.
Like, you could even see Mantis the second time I saw it. I saw Mantis putting one of the bigger things to sleep. I did have to rewind it because I just seen her standing there looking like super heroic. But so I had to rewind it to be like, what the heck?
The theater actually lets you rewind it? That's amazing.
I couldn't see Drax. He must have been standing still.
You didn't see him jump on a thing back and was stabbing him like this.
He was being funny.
Being an ass.
The Drax started eating chips, and we all saw him.
But so I think we all can agree that as of right now, Endgame, that fight is probably one of the coolest things that we have seen this year.
And what makes it one of the things is too is that I think I always say this is that they earned it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Over the course of all the movies, that's what makes that scene better, in my opinion, than like what DC tried to put out and try to jump straight to that cool thing with the Justice League. You know, not at that grand scale, but they think they tried to jump to the cool thing everybody wants to see without actually earning their way there.
This was the payoff.
Payoff, good word. Go with that.
And well, speaking of coolest things of 2019, so we are almost at the mid-year point. Looking at what we have acquired, not new releases, but things that we have spent money on and received.
New to us, right?
Yes. What would you say would be the coolest thing? And this is going to you guys in the chat too. Think about what you guys have spent money on. And what would you say is probably your favorite purchase to this date in 2019? T-Man, we'll start off with you. You seem to have something.
For me, it's my TB League Athena. She is awesome.
Now, you said you treated the skin and made it less sticky, but looking at it there, it looks way stickier than it was the last time I saw it.
I'm not even touching that one for a joke.
Well, no, he's touching it now because he can't untouch it. It's actually stuck to his finger.
No, it doesn't. But she's cool. Like having something that's this realistic. Like you can even bend the legs and see the muscle definition in the legs and whatnot.
That is really cool.
And you can see her six pack. Well, it's hard to grab this thing without.
No, but yeah, you can see it. You got the light's hitting it right. You can see her six pack. That's crazy. And she's got a metal skeleton underneath, right?
Yeah, and the joints are really, really stiff. Wherever you put the arms or legs, they stay there without any problems.
Have you done any research on it? Like, I'm curious what the longevity of the skin is like. Like, has anybody had them for a long time and said that the skin holds up good over time?
I have not, but I guess as long as you keep it in a good spot.
Okay.
Because it doesn't feel like it'll dry up. Like it feel like not when I'm touching it, I can feel like a little bit of moisture to it. So
okay.
Whoever designed this like really did research. Like it does still have moisture in it.
Now, is this the company that was formerly known as Phison?
Yes, I believe. They still associate them with each other.
Well, Phison changed their name.
Yeah, they call them TB League or rebranded themselves. But were we only showing one thing?
Oh, show us what you like.
Well, other stuff I brought up here. Of course, I've been in super love with this synthetic human. Like the posability is crazy and the creepy look.
Does it come with the pistols?
I can't have this in front of me and not pose it.
Did it come with the pistols?
No.
No, these are Agent Venoms. Everybody who needs pistols gets Agent Venom.
I will say, though, Dave, there hasn't been a weapon that I've tried to put in its hands that hasn't fit. Lightsabers, assault rifles, pistols.
Now, swords, because the pistol handles are really big. It's stretched out his hands a little bit, so he can barely hold swords and whatnot. For me. Lord Zed this year was New Age Prowl this year.
Yes.
Well, New Age Prowl and Jazz. Masterpiece Dino Megatron here.
Of course.
I permanently put it on the gun noise since I don't speak Japanese and don't have any clue what he's talking about. I'm late as crap, but well, maybe not so late. This is the re-release of Cheetor, and I don't know what the original looks like, but this thing is beautiful. Like it looks just like the show, and the paint is fully like 100% painted everywhere. except maybe like 1 or 2 joints. But everything else is paint all over the body and is like immaculate. Like to the level of MP Sunstreaker. What else?
Anything Siege?
White Ranger? Siege Soundwave, definitely. Soundwave. I can't remember what I got this year.
Shockwave.
Oh yes, Shockwave was one of my favorite. Soundwave. I do like the Galaxy Upgrade Optimus. And I guess the last thing I'll show is Marvel Legends Beast and the Revoltech like amazing Yamaguchi Gambit. Like this besides the synthetic human, I can't have this in front of me and not pose it.
You gotta try getting one like either the Deadpool or the Spider-Man. Both are great.
I want to play with them first. Because I don't like the way their heads look. That's my problem. And their arms look kind of wonky.
Yeah, but it allows them to do the really cool poses. Like for Spider-Man, to get the arms like in all twisted areas for web shooting.
You know, I set an alarm just in case I went to sleep, but I set it an hour late, so I wouldn't have been woke anyway.
Now, curveball, of all the things you just said, pick one.
Yeah, Athena. It'll be between Athena and Megatron, because Megatron I kind of feel like I have to have, but this is something that is beautiful and that I want it. I can't every time I look at it, I have to just keep staring at it and staring and staring and staring.
Quick, what color are her eyes? That look
brown, I think. They're either brown or black. Like they're so realistic. My lighting here sucks. They look black.
Okay.
But they have like a gloss over them to make them look more real.
Was that the first time you ever took a really good look at those eyes?
No. Because the face is also eye-catching besides the body.
Mm.
And the armor. All the gold and whatnot. Like the gold really makes it pop against like the darker browns and whatnot. It's good.
Do you think that armor would be sufficient for her to do battle in?
She's a god. Nobody will even touch
You are.
her.
Even a goddess has to succumb to the chill.
If she was fighting in Mortal Kombat 11, she would have like a trench coat on, right?
Don't even start that, man.
A fully buttoned up trench coat.
Dude, the costumes in that game are fine.
When Zero was mad about that, I was like, "Nah." But then I thought about it, like watching it. There's several male characters with their chests fully out and their six packs showing.
Their costumes are fine. All right. And if you look at the unlockable skins, they are fine.
Here's one thing. I think that producers and stuff, if they make that decision to cover up the females and whatnot, shut up about it. Like, if they talk about it, then that's going to bring more attention to it.
The problem is the fans, though, can't shut up about it. Like, once like the coffee cup on Game of Thrones, it's like it's not a big deal. It's just not. But then the internet blows things out of proportion.
They do. I hate the internet. I like using it, but I hate some of the people on it.
I think the controversy for Mortal Kombat, when the fact that developers had to got PTSD from that game, that's a little more of news than the fact that we're not seeing so much cleavage.
Disagree. Downvote, thumbs down.
So Matt, what's your favorite?
Well, I was trying to narrow it down to one, but then you let him get away with like everything he has in his room. So,
Well, I thought you needed time. I thought you were stalling. I was stalling for time for you.
no, thank you. Looking around, I'd have to say that in no particular order, Super Boo, SH Figure Arts, Super Evil Boo, the tall one, the skinny one, is amazing. Probably one of my favorite SH Figure Arts that I've gotten so far. I believe Fans Toys Grinder was this year for me, the reissue. He's definitely up there. The Make Toys Seekers are definitely either number one or number two on my list. I gotta tell you too, like the Overwatch Mercy is one of the figures down here that I keep looking at that draws my eye because it's so well done. But I guess if I'd follow my own rules, if I had to just pick, and then the honorable mention, just for my own personal pride, is this guy. Let me slide him gently over because that's my first custom that I ever did.
I love that,
and I love him. It's the Starscream model kit repainted as Sunstorm pictures in my Instagram. That's the first custom work I ever really did to that extent, and I was kind of proud of it. So for personal reasons, that one. But if I had to pick one overall, if I had to get rid of everything that I just mentioned and keep one, it would be Grinder. I love that thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go for Boo.
Boo is good. If the top three is Grinder, Boo, and then in the Make Toy Seekers. Grinder 1, Seekers 2, Boo 3.
Okay, very cool.
How about you, Dave?
Oh, yeah. Again, right now, no particular order. I think I would definitely have to say Figma Reaper is on my list.
Also, $47 on Amazon right now if you want to get it.
$47 at Best Buy right now. I was happy I got mine for 60. But yeah, this is even if you're not an Overwatch fan, I still have to say this is just a universally cool figure, T-Man. That even if you're not big into some of those crazy of the Overwatch lore, but you like the style, you should really get it in your collection, T-Man. Not that I'm hinting anything, T-Man, but especially when it's at an affordable price, you should really get this Figma, T-Man. But I got that. I would probably have to say the NECA with the NECA Turtles, my Leonardo. And finally, the White Ranger would be my top three. And of those three, if I could pick just one, this is going to sound weird. I'm actually going to say Ranger. Because this guy, both him and the NECA Turtle, I have some complaints about. I have no complaints on that White Ranger. I mean, it's just I'm looking at him right now on the shelf, which if I go near, I may accidentally knock off. That's as near of a flawless action figure ever made.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job lately with their new lines, for sure.
I mean, I have the entire Overwatch first wave with the exception of Reinhardt, and they look good, but they're not as well made as the Lightning.
Right, especially when characters with guns can't hold said guns. That's the problem.
Yeah. Tracer is horrible.
She's one of the better ones.
Actually, Tracer's good.
Yeah, the Notorious one is freaking what's her name? Anna or whatever.
Oh my god, that ticked me off. I got her just holding it, but
yes, you're right. Sometimes when I'm moving around, I'll look and the gun is on the table instead of in her hand.
And then Farah's rocket launcher, like you can finagle it, but man, that takes some doing.
Yeah, but Farah, she's just a beautiful design. Comes with a stand, and I love how they engineered her effect pieces. So, but I'd say for 2019 for me right now, the White Ranger, then Reaper, and then Leonardo.
And then the Reaper, he has trouble holding his gun straight out, right? I don't know if you said or mentioned. If you put his arms out to the side holding.
If you put the effects on them.
Okay.
Without the effects, he holds them fine. My biggest issue is actually with the shoulder filler, they always seem to pop loose and expose the joints.
Okay.
So I don't have a lot of. I only have one other Figma in my collection right now, and that's the Guyver. So I can't say I've got. I can't speak too much for the line. But in fact, he actually scales well with the Overwatch figures. It's pretty nice too.
I think most Figmas generally scale together.
Right, but I can scale him with the Hasbro Overwatchers.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I've got Figma Widowmaker over there, and she scales right along with them.
I'm tempted to pick her up in Tracer now and just replace out my Tracer.
She's good, man. Widowmaker's good. Like I have no complaints on her. She's a little cheaper now than what original retail was, so it's a good time to pick her up.
Yeah, my daughter loves playing as Widow, believe it or not.
Yeah, so do I, actually.
So you and my 6-year-old have a lot in common.
Pretty much.
You know, the Power Rangers. What happened first? Did Bandai USA lose the license to make them, or did Hasbro just completely buy out the US version of Power Rangers so that they could just have it outright?
It's hard to say because one of the big things to keep in mind is, again, in Japan right now, the current Power Rangers show that's going is the last one planned.
Wow.
It's been steadily losing money. So next year there will not be a new Power Ranger series in Japan. Now they still have about 4 or 5 other shows that they can adapt still, but
Before they start making their own stuff.
They have 2 options: make their own or end the franchise here in the US, or find another Japanese show to adapt.
I think the way they explained it, Hasbro just straight outright owns it, like, completely. So I don't think Hasbro's going to let that go. They're going to start creating their own stuff, like what they're doing with Transformers.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, they're doing some revival type stuff.
Like all the Zords, the Legacy series, that's going to be gone. So it's going to be all new Hasbro stuff. I'm very excited, especially these like the Siege style engineering, the Siege style plastic. I mean, I'm looking at my Power Rangers collection right now, and I can't remember when Bandai America stopped using the Japanese molds and started making their own.
Seemed like right away.
I can't remember if it was from. It wasn't. If it was from Megaforce or the one before it, because then they used to just take the Japanese molds and it was less stickers, less paint, but it was the same one. Like you could take an American Megazord and a Japanese Dinozord. I mean, a Japanese Dragon Zord, and you'd be able to combine the two. But as of right now, yeah, I really don't know what Bandai of America still has, to be honest. Because Bandai of America is different than Bandai Japan. I think they may still have things like Bakugan and things like and such, but
they're not connected to the
not Bluefin
line, are they?
No, that's Bluefin. And Bluefin is owned by Bandai Japan now.
Bandai America has products. Let me go to products and see. Wreck-It Ralph 2, Tamagotchi, Dragon Stars, Big Hero 6, Hyper Cluster, and then
I forgot about Dragon Stars.
Tamashii Nations. Looks like it's there's a whole like sub list here of a couple of things.
I see Nathan here is asking if he wants my Figure Arts Power Rangers. Right now, I'm still happy with my Figure Arts Power Rangers. I have the original 5 team. Actually, I have pretty much almost all the Bandai Figure Arts Sentai series, with the exception of the Samurai stuff. So,
ask him once he completes the Mighty Morphin Rangers from Hasbro.
Well, the Mighty Morphin Bandai ones was pretty cool. And one thing I really hope Hasbro does. One thing that Hasbro could do, since they aren't doing Build-A-Figure, is if they do the Build a Super Weapon.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's one thing with all the Sentai series has it where the teams take their weapons, with the exception of, well, there's a few of them, like Gokaiger, which was Super Mega Force. But a lot of them, most of them, they are able to link their weapons together to some big gun. So I think that would be a cool gimmick.
Hope they do that.
A cool gimmick to use in lieu of a Build-A-Figure.
Yay. I was just refunded my money for this piece of trash right here.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
So was that a synthetic human?
It was. It's like some type of Frankenstein of a synthetic human.
I mean, is that the same plastic on your other synthetic human? And it just, I know the box was wrecked when you got it. I figured that the thing shattered in shipment.
This gotta be a K.
Certain areas feels the same, like the torso area, but the way the legs are, it just feels, it's KO quality, basically.
Okay.
Now you should review it.
And oh yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna use that footage of me opening the package. I gotta do that.
Remember, if the price is too good to be true, it's a KO, boys and girls.
No, it was the same price as this guy.
Yeah, and these guys
this guy is awesome. But George, I sent that the Plastic Attic. I sent the footage to him, and he almost dies every time he watches. He opens them. But have you guys played? I know Dave hasn't, but the Tetris 99.
Yeah, I played some of it.
They just announced that they're gonna have some paid DLC that lets you play against the computer offline. So you'll still be playing against 100 CPUs, I guess.
That's a dangerous precedence to set.
Wait. Charging you extra to play with yourself.
Yeah. It's like if you plan it on through their online service, you get to play for free and fight against 99 real life opponents. But if you want to play it offline, then that's when they're charging you $10 to play it offline.
But like you're playing Tetris 99 in turn because you paid for the Nintendo streaming service, right?
Yeah. So it's sort of weird. Like you could play it online for free, but then you got to buy it again if you want to play it offline. And it looks like they're doing some type of competition where if you get enough points, you can unlock a Game Boy theme. So all the graphics look like the Game Boy game. So
you pay extra to play by yourself, and if you play by yourself enough, they will give you the privilege of downgrading your graphics.
Yeah.
Welcome to Nintendo.
No, I think the downgraded graphics is part of the free side, the online side.
But still, you have to fight to downgrade.
Exactly.
When did you buy it?
I just heard about it just now.
Okay. But so yeah. So in review for today's show, one, I got way too much stuff. T-Man got a little bit, and Matt got a pig. T-Man's favorite figure is Athena. Matt is in love with what is it? Not Super Boo, but God, why am I feeling stupid?
Now, if you're recapping, you got to be on it. I'm not gonna tell you.
I know.
Super Boo was the best.
I thought Super Boo would be the winner on that one.
Super Boo was so good that Kevin, who owned it twice, wanted to buy it a third time when he saw it finally in hand.
Damn.
For some crazy reason, he didn't open it.
He didn't open it, and then he played with Joe's while Joe had it out in the open, flashing it around, and he loved it so much he wanted to buy it right then and there.
Jeez.
I made fun of him telling him that he's a mitten box collector now.
He kind of is, whether he likes it or not.
Yeah.
If you don't have time to open all the stuff you bought, you're a mitten box collector.
But yeah, Parts Former likes Grinder was his favorite.
There you go.
50 figure action points to Articulated Toy Den. Um,
Cheaters.
and for me, the White Ranger is my favorite.
For the whole year?
As of right now, yes.
Holy moly.
And then we all agree that there is possibly a very decent of Avengers out there, which you should feel don't feel so guilty because, God damn it, they made their money. And next week we have an awesome guest. Once again, a reminder: we'll be having some people from the third-party actual production companies here. Tell your friends. We'll be taking questions from the room to give to our guest. And Matt, anything you'd like to sign off with for tonight?
Yeah, we also would, if you guys that watch this or you want to leave comments, feedback on the show or questions for us to chew over during an episode, please feel free. We'll we promise to look at them and to address them.
After the show ends,
anytime, yeah. Put the notes in put a comment after the show ends, during the show, on the Facebooks. Just if there's any feedback or anything you want us to talk about, feel free. We'll.
Oh yeah.
We'll go.
Our links are in the description, right? On every episode.
Yeah. That's all I want. That's all I want.
T-Man, anything you'd like to add for tonight?
Tune in to T-Man 978 every day around 6 p.m. I upload a new video.
This wasn't the saying goodbyes. I just wondered if you want to add to the show.
Oh.
You have uploads go live sometimes right around lunchtime, though, don't you? Don't you have uploads go live in the middle of the day?
It depends on what's going on. If I didn't upload the day before, I feel like I want to make the video go live earlier.
Okay.
Or if the previous day's video is a stinker and nobody watched it, I'll make the next video go live earlier.
And remember, folks, if you like your YouTubers without drama, T-Man is your man.
Yes.
Let me put it to you this way, T. The videos that you think don't do well, I like to think that people have watch parties. So instead of getting a bunch of individual reviews, you have people that call all their friends over and you get one view on it, but you have a room full of 100 people watching it. So every one view on those are all these people at their T-Man watch parties. That's what it is. Take that to the bank. Write that down.
That's a good way to. Don't do that.
And seriously,
do the watch party on your own phone.
And would it kill you just to? I know you're always mentioning your boys at the Syndicate. Hi guys. Can you mention us once or twice?
I do sometimes. And I put the links in today's video. I put the link to this episode at the end.
I'm just saying, every video is always join the Syndicate. And
check
out the Figure Action Show just once or twice.
I need to make up a little splash for that.
Yeah, we're really slacking with our extra media stuff,
Yeah. Watch Figure Action Podcast every night. I mean, every Thursday night.
There you go.
Well, fuck that.
Yeah. But it's about
that's why you got to do it behind the scenes. I don't do live shows because I screw up so much in my videos behind the scenes.
We'll get Peter Cullen in here to do a recording for us.
So since we're about 2/5 we're 2/5 less of a cast, so we'll end about 2/5 early tonight. Matt, where can people catch you?
Instagram is where I post most stuff. Really, Instagram is probably the best place. We have an official Twitter, and we have my Twitter. I actually don't open it much because doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on there. But I'm at Parts Former on Instagram, Twitter, Xbox Live when I'm on Xbox, and here's good. Although I gotta say on our official Instagram, we have been rotating pictures out pretty good. It's been a pretty steady stream of some good shots.
I gotta give most of that credit to Joe.
Joe's been busy on there. I think he abandoned his own Instagram just to do ours specifically. So
you do. I'll let him just take it. His pictures get a lot of likes. So
it's funny too because he said pictures that he just kind of takes without any staging get the most love, and the pictures that he really puts time into, people.
That's what happens. I find that as well.
Yeah,
that is true.
So,
the only time that didn't happen for me recently it was with that X-Men picture, but everybody loves X-Men.
Right. And actually, one of the pictures on there I was telling him about was the Great Saiyaman picture. If you look on our Instagram a little bit back, there's a picture of a Great Saiyaman doing a handstand. I don't even want to tell you how long it took me to get that pose balanced and then to take a picture of it. And the one fucking time I got it balanced the first time, my camera was on the table. And when I went to pick up the damn thing, it knocked over. And I had to learn from there. And it took too long. And I think it got like 20 likes and I'm pissed and bitter. Anyway, T, where can we find you?
You can find me everywhere on the interwebs as Tman978, which I already advertised myself. So, yeah. I'm good. Thank y'all for watching.
Dave, where can we find you?
Of course, you can catch me every Thursday night with you fine gentlemen and occasionally the other gentlemen. Of course, you can catch me on PSN, True Star Screamer, especially if you want to, be taken to school in Mortal Kombat, learn the true doom that is Jade and Cabal. But and finally, probably my most prominent spot is on Instagram. At True Star Screamer. Again, that is TRU Star Screamer. Hopefully I'll try to get some pictures of Blanca and some of the other boys up later this week. And for the rest of you out there, we appreciate you guys in the chat room. Even you, Nightwingham, we appreciate you. Nathan Simmons, the crew. We do really enjoy seeing the banter and all going on in the chat room. It just shows we're trying to build a good community. Feel free to bring more people in. Winston, we'll catch you next week as well.
Sorry.
Wow, I'm so nice. I heard myself twice.
Nah, he just wanted to watch the latest episode.
If you catch us, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit that bell, tell your friends. We never know when something cool is coming to happen, especially like next week. And we will see you all next time.
Mr. Gretzky.
Oh, yes. Gretzky, NC. Represent.
See y'all.
See ya.
See ya.